She's one of New Zealand's most successful exports. Ella Yelich O'Connor, better known to her millions of fans as Lorde. The daughter of an acclaimed poet, she says she was always destined to be an artist. And her debut single, Royals, cemented that fate.
And the Grammy goes to Lorde!
Written in just half an hour, she won Song of the Year at the Grammys and hit number 2 in the Hottest 100, all at just 17 years old. For weeks, the now 28-year-old has been teasing her upcoming 4th album. With surprise pop-up performances, even throwing a listening party in Sydney last month. Her brand new album, Virgin, drops tomorrow. Ella, welcome to 7:30.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's been 4 years since your last album. When did you know you had something with Virgin?
I think it was around the end of 2023. I was linked up with my collaborator, Jimmy Stack. We were in New York.
What did we just do, Jimmy?
We had a week of studio booked. We didn't know what would come of it, but we left that week with what was that. And that felt like the beginning.
Since I was 17, I gave you everything. Now we wake from a dream. Well, baby, what was that?
That song is incredible. Since I was 17, I gave you everything, which made me think about that being the age that we first met Lorde. Were you thinking about what came before as you thought about what happens next?
Totally. I think, you know, I've always had such an eye to the past, and I think I've been in this particularly reflective zone since the 10-year anniversary of Pure Heroin, which happened in 2023, right around when I wrote this song.
But I know it's not forever. Baby, be the class clown. I'll be the beauty queen in tears. It's a new art form.
I think time passing is such a crazy thing, especially when you've been sort of cataloguing your life since being a teenager like I have. And that line wasn't written, it just sort of fell out on the microphone. I didn't even really know what I was talking about. And I think now I was referring to my career and to the amount that I have sort of put my body through and given, you know. It's just like, whoa.
The opening song, Hammer, feels like a statement of intent. It almost feels like an overture.
Oh, I might have been born again. I'm ready to feel like I don't have the answers.
Can you tell me about the drive behind that song?
Yeah, so Hammer was written in the springtime. I was living in New York. I was walking around. I had just come off my birth control and was ovulating for the first time in 10 years, which, for people who know about ovulation, was a crazy feeling. And I had this incredible sense of possibility. I felt young and alive, very powerful, and I felt something sort of wild and unpredictable kind of bubbling up through me. And I wanted to immortalize that feeling.
It's an incredible song. Virgin on the whole is really vivid and visceral. You know, there are frankly lines on this album that made me gasp. What made you want to show everything on this record, the messiness, you know, the sexuality of it, just being so raw on Virgin?
You know, I am still not 100% sure where it came from. It just felt one day like something I had to do. I think that I was starting to really crave a breadth of female perspectives. I had a lot of resources for being a girl and fewer for being a woman. And I needed something that reflected my femininity, that had, this sort of unsparing quality. I wanted to be able to be in my body exactly the way that I want to be in my body. I didn't want to censor myself.
The album artwork is an X-ray of your pelvis. You can see the visible IUD. There's a real radical transparency and also immediacy to it all, isn't there?
Something pushed me to step into this lineage. I just am so shaped by all these incredible women who have come before me, whether it's my mum, her mum, you know, or other artists, people like Lee Lozano, Barbara Hammer, Carolee Schneemann, Laurie Anderson, you know, just these forces. I felt them calling me, and I wanted to, you know, try and get, you know, even in the same galaxy as them. I don't know why, but I did.
It reminded me of the Rolling Stones' Sticky Fingers.
That was absolutely a kind of homage, and I thought, you know, bringing that feeling to a female body was really interesting. And it sort of scared me a little bit, the image. And I think that's sort of the feeling you're meant to have sometimes with art. I think it's supposed to hit these places in you that, yeah, give you a bit of a feeling, you know. Those are the things that might change you as a person. And that's the kind of work I was trying to make. But I know it's not for everyone.
How I hope that I remembered my gold chain, my shoulders, my face in the light.
How do you feel in this moment on the cusp of Virgin being released to the world?
Wow, I feel quite tender. I feel brave. I feel peaceful. A lot is where it should be in me. And, you know, whatever happens, I love this album so, so much. And I believe it needs to exist.
It's a stunning record.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.